and start like in the middle of the recording and let's play and stuff. And instead, she like halfway through the recording, because it was like a 3-hour one, she went up to the door and just started like making sad noises. So I had to stop and go out and play with her. I'm not even. This brings me back to it. I'm not even sure what the heck to do with that stuff. 3 hours of footage, all pretty much worthless. Yeah, no idea what the heck to do with that. Oh. Yeah. The good thing about this though is that I do have a lot of it since it comes in 2-liter form. Yeah. That's pretty much it. World news has been rather meh. Nothing I can think of recently has been really, I don't know, important. Check out Reddit quite a lot, and this week was pretty dry. Nothing really stood out. There was the the next SOPA thing, CISPA or something like that. But there's about 6 or 7 of those right now that are all still going through various congresses and governments, and that's just going to keep on going. I mean, there's no real stop to it. The only time it will stop is when the big movie industry and music industry and the labels, not the industries. Specifically, I think it's like the producer, the middleman kind of production-oriented, business-oriented section, not the creative section. When they go out of business and the creative section realizes that there are other avenues where they don't have to go through a shady producer in order to get an audience. Yeah. Not that all producers are shady, just that this law heavily favors people who sit on copyrights and people who exploit copyright law more than it favors creative individuals who make copyrights, give copyrights a good name. That's something that's kind of lost in this whole shuffle, because it always turns into a debate of piracy versus copyright, and really, I mean, the copyright versus piracy thing is completely ludicrous because piracy has no effect on copyright as it stands right now. I mean, it would be like stealing a second-hand, very well crafted purse that looks like one of the designer purses and is labeled as one of the designer purses, but it wasn't made by the designer purse company, but it's pretty much the same quality as that, but you steal it from some guy on the street just kind of like hands it to you for free. That is pretty much how it is. The designer company doesn't lose anything for it, but now they're like, oh, we lost a sale because they were going to buy our purse. Well, newsflash, people aren't made of money, so if they really couldn't buy the purse, they're not going to buy the purse. I think I've had this discussion before on this. I think I've already discussed the whole how I feel about copyright stuff. So, you guys know. I think it's stupid. This whole thing's stupid. I'm having my own issue right now, but I don't want to go into detail about that. It is also equally stupid. Freaking copyright. Stupid. Oh, and fair use, can you please define the difference between transformative and derivative? Seriously? I mean, seriously. It seems to be on a case-by-case basis, not based on the subject matter, but on who's involved in the case. Not, you know what I mean? Like, it's not because of whatever the product is that's in question that's under the microscope. It's who is the person being sued and who is the suer and stuff like that. It happens all the time. It is so weird. I hope you guys can't hear me like gulping this. Maybe some more. I came prepared. The 2-liter right here. So I feel like I wasted a ton of time today, and I probably, I usually have been taking a nap before I start all this stuff, and I figured, you know what, I need to put out a lot of things because there was a short video on Tuesday, and that I didn't do a video yesterday because I didn't have time. So I figured I'd make a whole bunch of extra long stuff, and that completely blew up in my face because I can't use most of it. You guys are getting an extra long webcam though, and I do have some of those videos that I talked about from the last webcam vlog, so I can put those up. Yeah. Oh, there's Pepsi Next came out too. That stuff's actually, it's alright, it's pretty decent. But it still has that whole diet soda thing, and if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff, where you drink a diet soda and you're like, this tastes slightly like water-ish, and chemical. Water and chemical. So there's that. I have a 2 liter of that. But it's not that bad. I think the ratio is kind of weird. I'm not sure what they did to it. I'm a bit curious, because have you ever tried mixing a diet soda and a normal soda before? It turns in, like, the carbonation evaporates. Some sort of chemical reaction occurs, and I wonder if it's safe to drink sometimes. So it's just weird. But that reminds me, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to work on the energy drink one. I've decided on a presentation format for it. I know how to do it. I thought about how to do it. It's pretty much derivative of my idea on how to enhance my webcam. I can use that to show the presentation, and also I can have a little webcam feed from it at the same time, so you can see my face discussing it. It'll be kind of like having a public speech or a webinar, except in the webinars they usually aren't advanced enough to. You know, what is it? What is it with companies and like fourth-party webinar software? You have YouTube. It's completely free to use YouTube. Why are you hosting your webinar software on some unheard of company that is completely proprietary technology and requires installation of Java and some other crap on someone's computer, and they don't even know what the heck they're doing because they're involved in like finances or financial consulting and stuff? Well, I have a friend in financial consulting basically, and they were trying to watch a webinar kind of thing, and it uses a Java program or Java-based program that requires the JRE, and she doesn't have it because she doesn't do computer stuff. She does financial consulting stuff. So it's like, why wouldn't you just use YouTube? And I mean, the only reason is because they want to charge about $7,000 for the webinar software. It's like several CDs and stuff. $7,000. Wish I could get paid $7,000 to talk for like 5 hours. Can you imagine that? That's, I mean, you just think about that for a second. That's an actual job. People get paid thousands and thousands of dollars to just talk. Sometimes about completely inane things. Almost as inane as what I talk about. Yeah. Why is this? What I need to next one? I'm going to make a list of topics, because again, I forgot what I was going to talk about, but that I was going to talk about like 5 videos ago. I'm going to make a list. As soon as I remember it, I'm writing it down, and I'm going to come prepared with a list of stuff and not just ramble and rant about whatever comes to my mind. We're going to try that. I think we're going to end up with like a little combination of the two, where I'm going to half rant and I'm going to have the list, so that when I run out of rant, I can go to the list, and then the list will probably trigger another rant. I believe we're going to end it with a like hour-and-a-half long podcast of me ranting and on topic and off topic and stuff. So, why didn't I think about this before? But I think that sums up pretty much everything I had to talk about right now, and I have probably a good 5 hours of rendering videos to do. So I will talk to you guys later, and yeah, I would highly recommend this drink, but I'm not sure if I can legally do that through copyright and stuff. but it's good stuff. Just look for the soda that has guarana in the ingredients list. It's the last ingredient, I think. Let me double check here. Yes, indeed. Oh no, it's ginseng. Panax ginseng, not guarana. Oh my gosh. Actually, come to think of it, can you imagine a soda that had guarana and caffeine in it? Dear, there was balls. Remember balls? You had to remember balls. It came in like the blue, like bottle with the balls on it, and they sold it at 7-Eleven. Whatever happened to that drink? It was from Brazil or something too. My friend told me. It was a great drink. That was one of the best drinks out there. And the flavor changed over the years, though. I think it tasted better in the beginning, and then they switched manufacturers in my current area, and the drink it wasn't as sweet as it was before. Or maybe my taste buds changed. I don't know. But that stuff was really good. They should bring that back. Maybe it still exists, and they just stopped carrying it for some reason. They had like some ridiculous demands or something. I can imagine like the CEO of that company is like just cracked out on balls nonstop, and he's just like wigging out all over the place. He's like, "Oh man, I need more hookers and blow. Freaking raise the price of balls to $250 a bottle now!" And everyone else in the company is just like scared because he has like billions of dollars, and they're like, "Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir." And then they, what am I talking about? Okay, so that's the end of this one, and I will see you guys later.